E pessoal, por translando mais visual, hoje iremos reagir a Meruem, King of the Earth by CHRONO. This song is going to be very exciting. I love how CHRONO has embraced the fact that he is a king. We had the N rap, and now we have the Meruem rap. So I'm super excited to see what CHRONO has for me today. Let's get into it. This is such a beautiful violin.
Nascido pra governar o mundo todo, formiga, quimera, absoluto e melhor que todos outros. Decido quem morre e quem viverá. Porque deveria mantê-la viva, se ela já cumpriu sua função. Se o rei nasceu, então pra que rainha? Servos insolentes também morrerão. Esse sabor é tão horrível, me dá nojo. Cada humano desprezível com seu gosto. Meu corpo clama por essa satisfação. Humanos raros têm um gosto tão sem comparação.
No rei você consegue vê-los
Oh.
pela hora. É o método mais fácil de identificar.
Por acaso você quer me
Was that mystery? Okay then, I like that. I think mystery is actually such a great choice to add a small segment into the song. I think because right now when Mystery sings, I feel like her voice is slightly a lot lower, like her pitch. So when combined with CHRONO's lower pitch as well, adding mystery to that I think was really good. It's a nice surprise too. So far I really like it. I really like how CHRONO is just doing that slower pace rapping, focus more on establishing the fact that he is a leader, establishing that he is a threat, that he is a king. So really awesome right now.
sem comparação.
No rei você consegue vê-los pela hora. É o método mais fácil de identificar.
Por acaso você quer me insultar? Eu já sei disso, mas você é forte. Eu bati pra matar. Me diga por que incompetentes como ele são chamados de rei. A sua vida não me serve de nada. Poder nas mãos de incompetentes só gera desgraça. Imploram pra que eu não os mate, mas me diga. Já pouparam o animal que implorava pela vida. Porque devo ter clemência por quem vejo igual comida. Me diga, a cadeia alimentar, esse é o ciclo da vida. Farei a seleção, decidirei os que morrerão. Vou me entreter pra minha diversão, como no xadrez, um mero peão. Se
Ooh.
ao seu rei, o mundo governarei. Formiga, quimera, o rei dessa terra. Farei a
Oh.
de todos que possam me satisfazer. Absoluto eu serei, acima de tudo e todos, o seu rei.
Ooh. So I really like what CHRONO is doing. The hardest thing about slower paced rapping or slower paced music in general, I feel like a lot of people aren't used to slower songs, especially in the geek rap community. I feel like a lot of our music is a lot more intense. It's a lot faster. So CHRONO making a slower song is actually such a challenge. So I really like how he is focusing on the instrumentals and his voice. Both of them are very important. We had the violin at the beginning, which sets the tone for what kind of song it's going to be. and then it later evolves into the percussions. It evolves into like an orchestral piece, and that adds in a lot more intensity. It adds something that is, I guess, that would make sense for a lot more people. It would, it's something that a lot more people are used to. And then his voice too. I love how he enunciates certain words. He repeats certain words. Like, everything that he's doing right now is really crucial, and I'm loving every bit of it. Yeah.
Cada instrução e minha mente chega na perfeição. Mas veja só você em evolução, fascinado em completa admiração. O potencial humano é em diferentes áreas. Me lembro de uma criança cruelmente executada. Seu talento apaguei, porque eu sou o rei. Eu quero, eu farei. Diferentes raças e poderes, e eu acima de tudo, porque a violência é o poder mais forte do mundo. Se eu quiser matar, eu mato. Se eu quero a terra, eu tomo. Meu próprio caminho eu faço, a mediocridade exponho. Porque eu sou o rei. Porque eu sou o rei. Porque não perdi.
And that's another thing that I really like about it. CHRONO is maintaining that slower speed, but he changes his tempos a lot too. So in this segment, it's still slow, but it's the way that he is enunciating certain words. He's enunciating the end parts of those verses. So I really like that. This song is still, it still maintains what makes it unique, but CHRONO is adding these small segments to make sure that the audience is still enjoying the song, to make sure that the audience is still surprised. Oh! Was that Annie? Okay, let's go. Mr. and Annie, I got that. That's awesome. But Annie's voice was really phenomenal. Annie adds in that, she adds in such a beautiful aspect of the song. The song is all about power. It's all about conquering the world. But then you have this moment of sadness where Annie's voice is just absolutely perfect. She adds in this nice emotional aspect to the song, and I love how CHRONO is also doing that in his own way.
A dúvida que me consome, então só me diga seu nome.
Mas qual é meu nome? Eu sempre soube que eu era o rei, mas qual é meu nome? Essa resposta eu ainda não sei. Me refiro a você como e o nome que sua mãe deu. Vago como um rei sem nome, porque eu não sei o meu. O rei eu sou, mas quem? Como guitar no chão. Porque então isso é uma invasão. E dou conserte agora. Vocês dois lá pra fora. Me responda porque luta, porque corre atrás da morte. Dá pra ver no seu olhar, eu sei o quanto você é forte. Eu sei o valor da vida. Estou disposto a te poupar. Eu vou criar um mundo novo, perfeito. em todo quesito. Até o conceito de desigualdade será esquecido. Eu não queria lutar, mas se você sabe meu nome, eu te farei contar. Porque a dúvida me consome. Vai ser como jogar jogo sem torres e bispos. Mas pro meu lado, o checkmate é garantido. Eu ainda tô evoluindo. Cada ataque só mais previsível. Eu já disse que você não precisa morrer. Sem sua perna e seu braço, o que irá fazer? Eu reconheço que ultrapassa o limite de um homem. Mas minha dúvida não cala, só me diga o meu nome. Pétalas de rosa.
I think Chrono has actually perfected the way to make a slow song. I say that because I haven't heard that many slower songs from the community, but from what Chrono is showing right now, I think he understands the fundamentals and the crucial aspects of a slower song. This song isn't just slow, it's also much longer than most songs. It's 8 minutes, so it's going to be a longer song. So I really love how Chrono, he understands that it might be a challenge for some people to listen to the entire thing. As I said before, a lot of people just aren't used to longer and slower songs. So I love how he's adding all these different elements to the song. He added the constant evolving instrumental. He added the emotional aspect between Komugi and Meruem. So really brilliant and just a really awesome song.
Pétalas de rosa, eu subestimei. Você foi incrível, graças a ti eu sei. Agora eu me lembrei, meu nome é Meruem. Meruem. Se curve ao seu rei, o mundo governarei. Formiga, quimera, o rei dessa terra. Farei a seleção de todos que possam me satisfazer. Absoluto eu serei, acima de tudo e todos. Meruem.
Oh,
Meruem. Nasci pra esse.
okay. I was actually going to talk about this. This sounds like it was the chorus from like the first half. And forgive me if I am wrong, but in the first half, he just refers to himself as king. In this half, he actually refers to himself by his name. I was actually going to talk about that. My critique was going to be I wished Chrono was going to implement that in some way. I'm glad he did because this is such an important aspect to the story. Meruem is no longer an unnamed king. He now knows who he is, and it will further. It's just more evolution, which I actually really love. Thank you, Chrono. That was actually very well done.
Nasci pra esse momento. Como que você tá aí? Dessa vez outro movimento. Como que ainda está aí? Me chame só pelo meu nome. Eu descansarei.
Estarei aqui, então boa noite. Descanse, Meruem.
Oh. that was a nice ending. I'm happy. I haven't finished Hunter x Hunter, so I don't really understand the entire story of the Chimera Ants, but I already know Meruem. Meruem is a very popular character, and the Chimera arc is probably one of the most famous arcs in anime history. But even though I've heard this character so many times, I've heard his story so many times, it's always just a nice feeling to have. So that was beautiful, Chrono. That was awesome. The ending was sweet, and I love the constant buildup. I love the constant change throughout the song. It perfectly mimics Meruem's. It mimics Meruem's his desire to constantly evolve, to constantly try to change. So that was really well done. I really like that. Really ambitious as well too. Not only for a longer song, but for a slower paced song. So really great job to Chrono for that. But you can all let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, please make sure to also comment on who else I should be reacting to. And until then, Old Cloud Boys is steered. Subordinary. Howdy.